Hello, brothers and sisters of the church. Well, today I wanted to remind you that this is the National Day of Prayer here in the U.S. We have a unique history with our National Day of Prayer. It first began during the Revolutionary War. They didn't have a set date of it at that time, but the founding fathers called the people together to come and pray as one body of people. And then again, we see it repeated throughout history, whether it is during the war between the states, the Civil War, or whether we find ourselves at the point of World War II when Harry Truman called the people together to pray and to beseech the Lord. Of course, we always think of Second Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. We do need to come together. We need to have this point of unity. And that's a part of what I was really thinking about this morning as I was considering this verse of Scripture and the day that we're in is the unity. This passage of Scripture was given to Solomon at the time of the dedication of the temple. And it was God who said this. This is not a king just thinking hey, let's call the people together. God is saying, if my people. And we do need to be a people who unite in unity around the throne of God. And thinking of the unity took me to another passage of Scripture, and this is out of Psalm 133. And I'll just read the whole psalm because it's a rather short psalm out of the Bible. But it says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious oil upon the head, coming down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, coming down upon the edges of his robe. It is like the dew of Hermon, coming down upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, life forever." I hope and pray that this day you find yourself at some point of coming together in unity, whether it's within your own family or whether it's joining one of the local community groups that's coming together for the National Day of Prayer, or just to take some time to consider your life and where you're at. We need to be a humble people. We need to be a trusting people, and that we trust in the promises of God. He tells us to humble ourselves, to seek His face, to turn from our wicked ways, and we're given a promise that then He will heal our land. We know that we live in a very difficult day, and this isn't a political thing. We live in a time when darkness is increasing, not only in our own community, not only in our own state, but throughout the nation and throughout the world. As I talk to pastors or Christians throughout the world, they all seem to focus on this one thing, that the days are getting darker, spiritually speaking. And many who hold to the true faith all say that faith is under an attack unlike they've ever seen. All the more reason why we need to be in the Scriptures and we need to be in prayer. As I say, brothers and sisters, I hope that you are able to come together today in unity and seek God's face together as one people. God gave this promise to Solomon, and throughout the ages, we have seen victory come about. I think of Jehoshaphat when he learns that the nation is under an attack, and how he calls the people together to fast and to pray. And they see a victory that is miraculous, because the armies of Judah do not even have to fight in that battle. The Lord confuses the enemy and they kill one another. I hope that that's a victory that we see, that we are able to stand back and see God's salvation. Brothers and sisters, I do hope and pray that you have a blessed day. Until Sunday, God bless.